Hello everybody, Rockstar here from Team Rocket, and today I want to introduce everybody to the Particle Effects edition that we've made for the RockVille server. And I'm going to go through the list here of all the items that you can purchase available now on our website at rockville.minecraft.net. So I'm going to go through each one. I had to make this video because obviously I want you guys to know what you're buying if you do decide to get one of these particle effects. Now, if you do decide to buy one, it'll be access to that one only unless you decide to buy any additional ones. We also will have a mega pack that will include all of them. Check the site for the pricing. I'm not going to list it here on the video, but I am going to show each effect and what they do. So the very first one we have is called Water Drip, and RockCat, my lovely girlfriend, is going to help me demonstrate what these particle effects do. Alright, Cat, so Water Drip's enabled. Let's see what it does. As you can see, this one's pretty cool. It has water effect that it's like little water droplets, kind of how like you would see those in a cave where they form on a rock and then they fall later. So it's pretty cool. Like the water will drop, it'll keep following her. Right now, I do want to mention that all these particles are going to be in like a halo type effect or on the top of the character, but at some point down the road, these effects will also be displayed around the entire character. I don't believe it'll be just a halo. It'll be like, I think, a trail around their feet possibly. I think that's what's going in the works. I'm not totally sure on that, but when it's released, you guys will have the option to toggle that ability. Alright, the next one that we're going to showcase here is called Firework. Now, this one does pretty much exactly what you would think. It sets off a firework every so often as you walk, and the cool things, from what I noticed, is I believe these are all randomized. So, see, that's an orange creeper face, that's a purple creeper face, and maybe we're just doing all creeper faces here. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. So they're not all... Oh, that's a star. Okay, never mind. And that's a regular firework. So they are randomized. Random shapes, random colors, random sizes. So that's pretty neat. This one will have a higher tendency to possibly cause lag, so don't be too surprised if the price of this one is a little higher. It's also pretty cool, so this one might be a little more than some of the others. So we're going to showcase the next one. It's called Color. Now this will work only if you're on a higher version of Minecraft. We are running on 1.8.7 and this works very good, but if you're on a lower version like 1.8 or I think 1.8.1, you might see just black particles. The color effect only happens on a more updated version of the server, so just letting you know that in advance. Still, this is a very cool effect. The next one we're going to go to is the Enchantment. And this one, what it shows basically is the little enchantment effect you would get is if you were near an enchantment table. It just shows little symbols around your head, so I think that's pretty cool as well. A couple people actually like this when we showcase it off on the server. The next one will be Explosion, and it's exactly what you would think. Basically, it looks like you're exploding, as if like a bunch of TNT or a creeper explosion or a gassed fireball or something went off. So you'll constantly have that one following you around. So if that's your kind of deal, then that one is available for you. Next we're going to go to Lava Drip. And this one's just like Water Drip, the first one that we showed you guys, but instead of water particles, it is lava particles. It does the same thing, as if it was falling from a rock above. It forms, and then it drops as it's running behind your character here. So it's pretty neat how that one works. The next one we're going to go to is Love, and this one I expect to be a huge hit, especially with all the ladies out there, and maybe men too, I don't know. But hearts are one of those things where you kind of feel like it's going to be a pretty popular icon. It's the same type of hearts that pop up when villagers show love for each other or are mating, or animals mate too, I guess. But you can use this. This is what hearts is. It's called Love, I believe. But that's pretty cool. We're going to go to the next one. It's called Magic. And I believe this is used when a witch casts a spell. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen this one too much in game. It's like a cool little magic effect if you walk around. I believe it's like a teal in color. But if that's your thing, that one is available for you. And the next one we got is Music. This is pretty cool. I'm huge into music, so I really like this one. I can respect it. I like all the little colors that are coming up with it. And I think a lot of people who are into music will probably really appreciate this one. So If you want it, there it is. We're going to do Poral next. And this is kind of like what you would see if you were near a nether portal. The little particles that come off of the actual portal itself. So if you want to give that effect off, as if you're from another dimension, then this one could be for you. The next one we're going to do is slime. And this is just kind of mimicking like a big slime jumping around and how it gives off the little slime particles. So if you're part of the slime mafia, maybe this is the one for you. The next one we're going to showcase is smoke. And I think this will probably be one of the more popular ones as well, possibly. Not in the top list that we made. We have like a top 5 popular ones that we think will take off. But this is a pretty cool one. So basically, if you're on fire, you're running around, you're smoking, you need help, stop, drop, and roll. Next one we can have is Snowball. To me, this kind of mimics a slime effect, but this is kind of mimicking a snowball breaking. So that effect is happening. So if if it's winter time, if you want to get the feel of snow being in the air, being around you constantly, well then maybe this is the one that you'll like to pick. The next one we have is called Spell, and this one's pretty cool. It has like a bunch of different colored spell effects going off, and I think that one has the potential of being pretty popular. It looks pretty cool. I really like that one, so if you want to be under a spell, then pick that one. Next one is Splash. So if you like that feeling of being rained on all the time, or jumping into a fresh pool, if it's summertime, if you want to cool off, maybe this is the one that you'd want to pick. It'll help you stay away from the heat. Alright, we took a little break to light up the place a little bit so we can show these a little better as it is nighttime. The next one we have for you is Void. So the little particles that you would notice when you're getting close to the bedrock level and getting close to possibly falling through the map if you're able to break bedrock, this is the one for you. This is called Void, and if you want to give that presence that you're seeking low and you're just trying to stay hidden and out of sight, maybe that's the one for you. Next one we have is Cloud, and I think this one's pretty cool. So basically this has an effect of being up in the air, being in the clouds. So if you like giving off that effect as you're flying, it looks like you have a big trail of clouds following you, maybe that's the one that you want to pick. Next one we have is Spark. This one is my personal favorite, and I really like this one. It looks really, really cool. I like how the trail lingers. To me, it just gives that galaxy effect as if you're going through space, going through the stars. So I really like this one. It's my personal favorite. If it's your personal favorite too, well, give it a shot. Next one is Flame. This one is really, really cool. I really like this one also. Probably my second favorite one. Gives you that effect as if you're on fire. I really believe that this will probably be a popular item. I think a lot of people would probably take to this. So if you like being on fire, if you like all things hot. Next one we have is called Crit. So if you guys know, when you hit a monster, it gives off these little sparks like a critical damage hit. So if you want to give off that effect, this is the one that you'll be able to pick from our menu. Next one we have is called Villager. Now, if you guys are familiar with trading, when you do a successful trade with a villager, these green stars will stay behind. And this one's pretty cool. Like, these will stay at the same level as you're walking, but they still take a little while to fade away. So I really like that effect. If you do too, then you can pick it from the applicable menu. Next one we have here is called Angry. And if you guys have ever seen this before, like if a villager gets hit, they will put off these little clouds like they're angry, these little lightning bolts it kind of looks like coming through the cloud. So if you're really mad and you want to display it to everyone in the world, pick this one. Last one we have for you is called Witch. And sometimes you'll see this happen as a witch is walking around. You'll see these little sparks be given off by a witch. So if you're feeling magical and feeling a little evil, maybe this is the one that you'd want to pick. Alright guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like any of these, you can pick one now from the server shop. Or if you want them all, we're going to offer an entire mega pack with a pretty good discount. So if you want these, please go check them out on our store. We'll have the IP for the server and the store and even our forums all below the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask either me or Ahmad in game or through Twitter. Thanks again for watching, guys. My name is Rockstar.
I'm RockCat.
My lovely helper. And we're Team Rocket.
And we're taking off for now.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Goodbye. So we're not actually going to do a PvP right now. We're going to do this in a separate video. But we have ranked PvP on the server. As you can see to the signboards here towards the right of the sign, there's ratings and there's wins. There's other things I can specify on here. I haven't really thought about doing that yet. But it's an actual ranked PvP system. If you click this sign, you need another person to also click it to go into the arena. And then you fight. You're given a kit. You don't get to choose a kit. You're just given